It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Steelers and the Saints, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from the Superdome. This is taken just shy of the 10, and he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
And when you look at him, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issue sometimes, tries to do too much instead of just taking the throws that are available to him, and occasionally turnovers get him into trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Second down at 5. Now a handoff to Davis. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stop the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led onto the field by a man who needs no introduction, Ben Roethlisberger.
And what a career we've seen from Ben Roethlisberger. Awfully consistent, tough, durable, strong in the pocket, great leader, a guy who stands in and throws it downfield, and has also added to his game the ability to get the ball out of his hands quickly and let his guys do work downfield.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's Griffin on the catch. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
A first down carry for Davis. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down and 8. Davis running left. Oh, good move. Shedding through the defense. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
First downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They go back to the ground now with Davis. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Wentz. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Wentz.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now here's a carry heading left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And to give this time to the tailback. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 29. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Able to spin free. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Now it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. You don't know no better.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Stay with your man.
Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's a give to Davis. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. The open man is Clark, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Roethlisberger. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his 1st NFL sack. Huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a man open down the middle of the field. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his 1st, this now from 42 yards out. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Davis. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Throwing is Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Davis. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Six yards left on 2nd down.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check. 53.
Here's Davis now. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
You just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Dances by him. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Davis. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Oh, you got D.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
67 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Mike 52,
A
Mike 52.
give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
After playing like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger will throw. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Watt. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Roethlisberger.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead stretches, 16-3 now. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Wentz now on 1st down.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wentz to throw. Man open, here's Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one, 38 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Wentz. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Wentz to throw again. Oh, he stays up. Escapes the sack. That's going to go as a loss of 17 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Wentz now to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got it complete to Clark. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 1st down, Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
On play action, it's Wentz. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll try the right side here with Davis. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him into the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Wentz going to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
I think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty.
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, Take the points and keep moving.
Out comes the... Kicking team here for the extra point. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
16, Saints 10.
The kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue. That trend. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a handoff looking right. Uses the spin. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Remain for second down. Now Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Roethlisberger's pass.
Let's go.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Space to run past the 20, and he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And now here's a carry heading left. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Stop short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is now 13. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
They'll run on 1st down. Davis. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Five yards remain on 2nd down.
Handoff, running left is Davis. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Steelers. And it was important for them to get the season off on the right foot. And they've done just that, thanks to a very solid outing by their passing offense thus far. Meanwhile, for the Saints, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week one, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
121 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
To number 29. It's a gain of
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a second down and 6.
To throw is Wentz. Stocker's got it. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Wentz.
He dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Now Roethlisberger. Over the middle, that's complete to Clark.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Muscles him off. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
164 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's been more than double-digit carries in the second half alone. That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hands it off out of the gun.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And to give this time to the tailback. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense? Right?
Yeah,
if you know,
on him.
Right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 16. 190 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now a Louisiana native is starting here by LSU. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So out comes the field goal team once more. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Wentz now on 1st down. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Second and 10.
Throwing now is Wentz. Uncorks one for Davis. And got his man complete.
Bring it, baby, bring
it. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14.
Taken down at the 14-yard
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Clark open right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Let's go.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. A first down and more for Edwards-Helaire. And some room to
That's
roam
what
now.
it is, baby. That's what it is.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 64 yards. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And how about the situation that we're in right now, because this is the fourth quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steelers defense getting ready here for this next possession. Recovered the fumble, up on the scoreboard. They've got the momentum.
And that's a confident group that we see hitting the field again. Just what you talked about. Took away the ball the last possession. They feel like they can go ahead and do it again. They are locked in and feeling good about how this game is going.
And they're playing free. They're playing loose.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. You know, sometimes it can be a bad thing if you're too free, too loose, and you give up your responsibilities. But not this unit. They are ready to go.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Wentz's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Wentz now on first down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. This is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Yeah. You don't want none.
Here's Davis running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Here's Wentz to throw. Jones has it. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On third down, Davis. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike, 28, Mike, 28.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Bring it! And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
At his top speed, according to Next Gen Stats, well, really, it's ridiculous, impossible, whatever you want to call it, 22.6 miles per hour.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Mike 51, Mike 51. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Edwards-Helaire.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They will find Davis. That's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 22, Wentz. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 8. Flushed out right. Working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants. Alert. 51 to Mike. You ain't going nowhere.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And to give this time to the tailback. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 22. A big gain there on 3rd and long.
1st down, Steelers.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
At his top speed, according to Next Gen Stats, well, really, it's ridiculous, impossible, whatever you want to call it, 22.6 miles per hour.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.